Hi everyone, Sailor Moon here, Sailor Earth Ernest here, and today we're going to talk about, how Ernest being Sailor Earth was a game shifter for us. Now, before Ernest even was on the team, we didn't have every world spoken for. And now there are going to be some in the Sailor Moon followership who were strongly against Ernest being Sailor Earth, but others were more for it. And you wouldn't believe, everyone that was for Ernest being Sailor Earth. And many of these folks are not even on Euro anymore, but when they were, they had a lot of backing for it. Now, does my friend here, did he break the oversight that says only girls or women can be sailor keepers or sailor fighters or whatever that you want to call them? And the answer is yes, but then again, the oversight was already broken long before Ernest, all right? Long before Sailor Earth. Okay, you know the Sailor Starlights, right? Also known as the Free Lights or the Tri-Lights. Now, we know that Dustin, Jordan, and Jillian had already broken the oversight in 1995 while on Sailor Stars. So, Ernest didn't break an oversight that wasn't already broken by Toei themselves. Now, even though a lot of folks were open-minded and were welcoming of Ernest as Sailor Earth, there were some out there that were not. Some out there, we are not going to say names or even handles or screen names or whatever you want to call them, because they know who they are and they don't need a shout out. So, but they know who they are, so we don't need to say who they are. And what they did, or what one of them did, was go on a belief that Ernest, being Sailor Earth, was a slight on Naiko Takiguchi, or Takenshi, or however you say her kin name. And that was not even true. You're right, Serena. You're right, Sailor Moon. It wasn't true at all. Me being Sailor Earth was not a slight on Naiko Takiguchi, and I don't even know why it would have been, or why someone out there thought that they believed that. But sadly, that one fellow out there believed it. And if that was so, then that also meant that Jordan, Dustin, and Jillian, the Free Lights or the Tri-Lights or Sailor Starlights, whatever you want to call them, would also have been a slight on Naiko Takiguchi too. And she came up with them. But I think the slight was someone that didn't understand. Someone who believed in the oversight that only girls or women should be sailor fighters, and thought that they could gatekeep who could and could not be a sailor fighter. And at the end of the day, I would like to think that Naiko Takenshi, or Takenguchi, or however you say her kin name, would be open-minded enough for everyone to have their own sailor fighter or sailor keeper, or whatever you want to call them, even if she didn't came up with them herself, and even if they weren't welcomed into the, into the show, or the plays, or the books, or whatever. I would like to think that. And for someone to think that I was a slight on Naiko Takiguchi, get out of here. How could I be a slight on her? My whole being as Sailor Earth was not meant as a slight on Naiko Takiguchi. That wasn't even the grounds of it. Well, at the end of the day, you got that right, Sailor Earth. You got that right, Ernest. So give this film a like, share it, playlist it, and yeah, I'll see you later.